Hello and welcome to the Literacy Sphere. I'm Oleanda Yuva, your distinct elocutionist. In this channel, we talk about everything diction, public speaking, vocabulary building, and overall personal development. If you're a new subscriber, please take a moment to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that you can receive every new video. And if you're a returning subscriber, you are welcome to the Literacy Sphere. In today's video, we will be learning about something that can greatly improve your speaking skills. And as we know, your pronunciation of English words is extremely key. And as we all know, your pronunciation plays a major role in your communication. For you to be able to speak English and be heard and understood by anyone anywhere in the world, you should be able to pronounce your words correctly. That is what we call speech intelligibility. Some call it international intelligibility or social intelligibility. So, welcome to today's lesson. Let's look at some word endings. These are quite crucial to your pronunciation. Word endings, they can make or mar your spoken English, especially in English language tests, such as IELTS and many more tests that we know. Word endings. Today we're going to look at 4 word endings. Let's begin with words having the AL endings. We find that ending in words like local, total, informal, and many more. Such words are often mispronounced by non-native speakers of the English language, especially Africans, people who are second language speakers of the English language, or people who don't have English language as their first language, okay? They're the ones we call non-native speakers. The native speakers are those whose first language is the English language, such as the Americans, the British people, the Canadians, Australians, and others. Okay? So if you are not a native speaker of the English language, we call you a non-native speaker of the English language. Such people mispronounce a lot of English words, especially these word endings that I will discuss today. They contribute to the mispronunciation of a lot of English words. Okay, so let's look at AL endings. How do non-native speakers, many non-native speakers, how do they mispronounce these words? They pronounce them to have the sound ah. So the AL part of the word is often pronounced as ow because of the ah sound. They assume that the A there makes the ah sound, like in many words, okay? So they say ow. So you hear local, total, informal, personal, and many more. That's wrong. This way of pronouncing such endings of words can floor you in a speaking test. It can drastically reduce your scores in such tests, right? So take note of this rule. When you have a word ending in AL, pronounce such a word, pronounce that part of the word as if the A does not exist there. There's a special sound that takes up the A, and that sound is called the schwa. It sounds this way. Uh, 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 yeah, you can see it sounds a bit like UH. That's how we transcribe it, the layman way. Uh, okay? It's a lazy sound. You don't have to strain any part of your vocal cords. You don't have to make any effort to produce this sound. You just go, uh, uh, okay? So that sound takes up the A completely and makes it disappear. It's called the schwa sound. But now, in such words, we don't even hear the sound, we don't hear the full schwa sound. We don't hear the It simply takes away the A sound, the A, and brings together the two final consonants. Okay, so you have in total, for instance, the A is taken away, the last T and the L is brought together as in marriage. Okay, so you marry the two, they become one. You hear total, 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 not total. Okay, total. If you have local, the A disappears, you have coal, coal. You marry the C, the K sound, and the L, and you have coal. No more A, you don't say cow, you say low coal, low coal. Okay? What about formal? Formal education, formal. Jews say formal, wrong. Simply take away the A, bring the M and the L together, you have mo. Formal, formal, not formal. Okay? Technical. This is a word we meet almost every day in the business world. Technical. You don't say technical. Okay? Bring together, just like in local, your k and your l come together to make ko. You have technical, technical. Okay? Apply this simple rule and watch your voice as it refines. Okay? Next, let's look at ER endings. ER endings. A lot of non native speakers pronounce words with this ending with an A sound. You hear better, waiter, cleaner, anger. That's what you hear. Wrong pronunciation. This can reduce your scores in tests. So, how should you pronounce words ending in ER? What you do is to apply that sound, that special sound I call the schwa. Okay? How did I say you should make that sound again? Just relax. Uh, uh. Do not stress yourself. It's an unstressed sound. It's a lazy sound. Apply that sound in words with the ER, often pronounced with an A. Okay? Why I said this is because there are some words having the ER but should be pronounced differently. For instance, refer, refer. That's different. Okay? Defer, defer, prefer. Those ones are different. We're talking about words with ER that people often mispronounce. Okay? Non-native speakers often mispronounce with an A sound. The words like the ones I gave as an example earlier, better, water, cleaner, waiter. Okay? Such words, what you do is replace the A with A. Okay? The ER part, just use A. So let's go. Better, better, better. Water, water, not water. Okay? Waiter, waiter. Hello, waiter, not waiter. Okay? Cleaner. Please, can you call the cleaner? Cleaner, cleaner, not cleaner. Okay? So, your ER endings, please use a, not a. I hope you're learning. Good. Henceforth, pronounce your words with the ER endings correctly. We have two more endings to look at. They're a bit similar, but different. So pay attention, okay? Tion. Tion endings often mispronounced by non-native speakers. How do people often mispronounce words containing tion? They pronounce it as tion, tion, tion. That is wrong. So what you do, the same sound, the schwa sound is applied there, but then the same thing that happens to your words having your al endings happens here. All right? So the schwa sound takes away any sound in between your t and your n, okay? And the t sort of changes to become a sh sound. So what you do, instead of saying shon, take away that o that you've put there and bring your n, bring it together, marry it with the sh. You have shun, shun. Okay, so you have action, action, not action. Okay, action. Next, nation, nation. You don't say nation. Okay, nation. Education, education, not education. Some even say education. We'll talk about the A sound later on. Okay, education, investigation, accommodation, shin, 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 not shon. Is that clear? All right. Now, finally, we want to look at the sion endings, which a lot of people pronounce exactly the way they pronounce the tion endings. Quite interesting. So your sion endings are pronounced quite differently. We're going to learn that in a moment. Welcome back. I took a quick water break. So your sion endings do not pronounce as Sean, okay? I want to give you a rule. There's a rule guiding words containing the sion ending. Please listen carefully. If you have a word ending in sion and you have a vowel sound before the sion, then the sion must make the sound zh, zh, just like the sound you have in measure and treasure. Okay? Yes, that's the sound. Take the rule again. If you have a word ending in sion and just before the sion, you have a vowel sound. What is a vowel sound? Your A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, or A, E, I, O, if you like. So if you have any of those sounds before your sion, please note that your sion must make the sound zhen, zhen. Let's take some examples. I'll give the word, you guess, or you tell me which sound it should make. Here, what would you say? Would you say vision or vision? No, it's vision. Vision. Why? You have your I. I is a vowel coming just before your sion. What about the word this? What would you say? What letter or what sound comes before your sion? Is it a vowel? Of course not. It's not a vowel. It's an S. Yes, an S. So it wouldn't say jeune because that S is not a vowel. Okay? So it will make the sound sh. So we say shin, mission, mission, mission. All right? Let's look at another example. This. What would you say? What letter or sound do you have before your sion? We have an A. So yes, we say occasion, 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 because we have a vowel before our sion. What about this one? Would you say expansion? No, please. You have consonants before the sion. It's a consonant sound and not a vowel sound. So it retains the shin. Okay? So when you have a consonant sound coming before the sion, you should rather say shin, shin, just like your tion would make the sound shin. All right? Expansion. What about this? Extension, tension, because you have a consonant sound. But whenever you have a vowel sound before your sion, you should say jin. And remember your vowel sounds, A, E, I, O, U. So you have conclusion, conclusion, explosion, explosion, and many more. Do you know what I want you to do for me? Go to the comments section and write 5 more words. Okay, I'll reduce it. Let me make it easier for you. 3 more words with the jeune sound. three more words containing sion that should be pronounced as jen. That's your assignment. I'll be reading your comments. If you can, I'll be reading your comments. If you can, give me up to 5, even 10. I'll be excited to read your comments. Thank you so much for watching today. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. As always, I remain Oleanda Yuba, your distinct elocutionist. I'll see you in my next video, but don't forget to like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go do that now before you leave so you don't forget. And tap on the notification bell so that you would receive new videos and not miss out. Bye.